I've never felt disadvantaged because I'm a woman. Never. I've never wanted to be a man.
Very strong, educated women are consistently fighting the stereotypes. And so for you to break down those stereotypes, you have to work twice as hard to earn the respect of the boys.
There are some old school companies out there that are just giving, are you married? Are you married? You're married. So when did you marry? Because you know why they're asking? They're trying to calculate, when are you going to get pregnant?
Do I think women should earn the same as men? I think everybody that's doing the same work should earn the same.
At no point in human history has the call for gender equality been louder than it is now. As the world celebrates International Women's Day, more and more people are joining the call to give women equal opportunity and earn equal pay as men.
And apparently in Nigeria, the wage disparity is not as pronounced as in certain other countries. So what we really are fighting for is more opportunities at the table.
Across the globe, there are almost 4 times more men than women in top positions, whether in politics, sports, business, or technology.
All the money, which is the ingredient for politics, is with the men. How many women in Nigeria have oil blocks? How many women in Nigeria win contracts? How many women in Nigeria are successful, big-time entrepreneurs? I mean, everybody's talking, but we're moving. And I'm proud of what my sisters are achieving. We're moving, we're really moving.
Even when you're better educated, even when you understand the terrain better, even when you are more qualified, even when the people love you more, you don't get it. And the only thing that stands between you and getting it is your gender.
Confidence gap is something that women suffer from. So confidence gap is that fear in your head telling you that you can't. So I would say you are the prophet of your own life, right? So it's about investing in yourself and believing in yourself and supporting yourself with the right mentors that will tell you, yes, you can do it, because naturally women doubt themselves.
A pay gap application that calculates pay gap between men and women in Africa, paygap.africa, shows that there is a huge disparity in pay between men and women in Africa.
I think it depends on your skill set in whatever area that you're working in the design ecosystem or digital ecosystem. So if you're more skilled than your male counterparts, I would pay you, as an employer, I would pay you more if you can provide me value for whatever investment I'm making in you.
I think if the male and the female have to be in the same position, they probably be paid equally, okay? But my concern is the men might be doing more activities than the female in the tech field.
It's not the pay that is our problem, it's the numbers getting there. It's the number of us that are there. 7 senators out of 109. So, well, in that case, women as a collective are less paid, because when you add the salary of 7 women senators compared to 102 male senators, yes, we are less paid if you look at it collectively like that.
In Rwanda, thanks to laws and policies that are creating a generation of women who are leaders, businesswomen and entrepreneurs, the country is becoming better when it comes to gender equality.
As much as we speak about gender parity in Nigeria, every other thing speaks against it. When you see the movies that we watch and anything that happens in the media, there's always that, when they say actions speak louder than words, that needs to change. So when we speak about gender parity, we need to be able to see it. And this goes back to visibility in our movies, in our businesses. If we want to see women in senior positions, we need to find the women and put them in senior positions.
Gender bias is undermining social fabric and devalues the continent. The issue is not just a human rights issue, it is a tremendous waste of the world's human potential if women are treated less fairly than men.
You know the culture subjugates women, so how can you bring up gender parity? I think, who's subjugating the women? I think you need to ask that question and say,
Is it the men subjugating or is it the women subjugating? And if it's the men, then educate them. I think just opening people's eyes and letting them see the big picture is very important, as well as the women, because there are women out there subjugating other women.
By denying women equal rights, we are denying half the population a chance to live life at its fullest. Iceland, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Philippines. These are some of the few countries with the smallest gender pay gap, while most African countries have the highest. Supporting women to attain the same goal as men in politics, business, technology, art, media, and other socio-economic endeavors will benefit all the world's citizens. Together, we can eradicate prejudice and work for equal rights and respect for all.
For the most part, I think most women want to be able to make the decisions that matter to them. So it's less about what we should be telling the women, and it's probably more so what we should be telling the men. Because if it's the men that are making these decisions, and if it's the men who are in these positions of power, then that means that the conversation needs to be had with them around how can they make room for other people to have these opportunities.
It is therefore important to create conditions and environments that make it possible for women to excel in their chosen path, get on with their careers before and after starting a family, and encourage girls to aim for the high-paying careers in areas like science, technology, engineering, and politics that are male-dominated.